Okay, so Rick is ready to rock and roll, so please take your seats and strap in your seatbelts.
There we go. So, people always ask, what is a viral event? So, in 1996, you may recall there was a bombing at the Olympics in Atlanta, so everything shut down. There was TV crews from around the world, they had nowhere to go, nothing to do. A little radio station in a town of 2,500 people got this crazy idea. They said, let's do redneck games. Well, everyone heard about it in Atlanta and they had nothing else to do. They got in their cars, drove 2 hours south to East Dublin, Georgia for the redneck games. And they had no idea. They were about to meet a man called Freight Train. He's called Freight Train because he's got no teeth. And with no teeth, he can make this unusual whistling sound. You would swear it's a freight train and not a human. At the redneck games, they did bobbing for pig's feet, the toilet seat toss, and the mud pit belly flop. Now there was one couple that got all dressed in white and they actually had a wedding and then jumped into the mud pit and did a belly flop in there. There was competition, people actually won awards. And there on the right you see, next screen, there is Freight Train, and he's got a torch made of Budweiser cans, and he uses the torch to light the ceremonial barbecue at the redneck games. Now, which of these guys seems more reliable? Well, it depends. If I hire a roofer and he looks like that, I think he's going to not fix my roof, he's going to try and sell me a new roof. So more reliable depends on the job. If it's me, yeah, I want to look more like the guy on the left and not the guy on the right. But it does depend on the job. So if I looked like Freight Train, would you send me out to meet your best client? Now some of you might be thinking, well, looks aren't important and all that matters is the quality of your work. And if that's what you would say, you probably lie about other things too. Because you know, first impressions are really important. And that's why we judge someone based on their appearance when they show up at our house or at our office. So the first thing that you do, other than seeing how you look, people see your business card. And when we design business card for people, we show them different options and they get to pick one. The other thing that's important is the logo. You gotta have a good looking logo. And a logo doesn't have to be fancy. Please put the lights back on a little. The logo doesn't have to be fancy, thank you. It just needs to be recognizable and memorable. And so we keep our logo simple and elegant. It doesn't have to tell the story of what your business does. We make websites that are fun and creative looking, like this one we did for Raw Chef Carla. It's just one person, but we make her look like a big catering company. Or for lawyers, they want a more professional business-like look, and they often want the cityscape of whatever city their office is located in. We did this one for a company that does videos. They create corporate videos and TV commercials and all kinds of things. So we've got a video running in the background when you go to the homepage of their website. We did this one for a guy who invented a fitness product, so he can sell those products online. A lot of our clients are like one guy. It's one guy and he wants to look big, bigger than life. So here's a guy, he's an elevator consultant. I never even knew there was an elevator consultant as a job, but we call him a vertical transportation consulting team. So we make him look huge. This one is a guy who does drafting. So architects use that, even landscapers. They want a drawing of where all the pipes are going to go. So we make him look like a big drafting corporation. It's one guy. And that's the end of my battery here, I think. Let's see if I can do this by hand. Okay, that's going backwards now. Okay, so name drop is another thing we like to do. If a client of ours does work for a famous client, we will show the name of that client. So in this case, the famous client, there it is in the corner, it's AAIC, it's the Alzheimer's Association logo. So we put that right on the homepage of our client's website. And then we also do work for associations. This is the BOMA, Building Owners and Managers Association. So, here's a little quiz. Some of you already know the answer. Which one doesn't belong? We've got real estate brokers, dentists, web designers, hairstylists, doctors, attorneys, nail salons.
Web designer.
Web designer. So it's all about training, licensing, and tests. So real estate brokers, hairstylists, dentists, doctors, attorneys, and plenty of others have to take training, specific training. They've got to get a license. They've got to take a test. But we've got no class. Or no tests or licenses either. Web designers aren't required to take any class, pass any competency test, or be licensed by the Department of Professional Regulation or any other agency. Can you imagine if I said, hey, I got a pair of pliers, I can be a dentist now? Well, it doesn't work that way, but in web design it does. Anyone can be a web designer. So what really matters is reputation and experience, and we've got a lot of well-known clients, but also a lot of small business owners since 1995. It looks like I skipped one here. Here's this is Zappos. You may have heard of them. It's a big online shoe retailer. And I was looking for a programmer who had a certain skill, .NET ASP. So I put an ad online, and 2 people in different states contacted me, and both said, I made that website. Well, how could they both do it? One of them is for sure lying, and the other one probably is. So I didn't hire either one of them. So that goes back to my point about reputation. We've been doing this since 1995, got some really well-known clients and hundreds that are less well-known. So that's what our company is all about. Thanks for your attention.
Okay.